Hello again. And now I've pulled more totes out of the garage. I have no more totes in the garage except for the loose Lego totes. And we will actually look at that. But right now we're going to look at the stuff that was in the totes that I pulled in. And that was like 20 some odd totes total in the last couple of days. So here we've got Disney stuff, a Moana set and some other ones down there. Friends. I got stuff piled up here in a large stack. Now, a lot of these date back to when there was a Kmart that was closing, and I bought a lot of stuff there. Now, there's some Star Wars here. More Friends. More Star Wars. And more Friends. And more Star Wars. Vertical here. And then here you'll see we got one of the first of the few battle packs that I've got. There's that one. Those two. A third one there. That's a Han Solo set below it. More Friends. The Encounter on Jakku. Another battle pack back there with another one of those Han Solo sets that I didn't put underneath the other ones there. Some more Darth Vader transformations. Another battle pack. The buildable Han Solo there. We've got some microfighters, another buildable General Grievous, some Lego Movie 2 sets through there, some Ultra Agents sets actually, another Star Wars set here. Now we go into some Ninjago, some Bean There, Donut That, the exclusive for Target. Then up here there's some promotional sets, these Overwatch sets that got directly from Blizzard. And then other promo and small sets. I mean, this one here was a Plants from Plants that had been shipped to somebody and it came back to me, so I just left it in the box. Up at the top you'll see there's these little tiny Bionicle sets with the little balls in them. Here's an still sealed old system set, the Speed Splasher 6567. Got some of the collectible minifig containers there. 3 of the Harry Potter total, and then there's a Avengers one and a Jurassic World one. Some other promos and small sets through here. Down here I got more Friends. This Ninjago movie set here, the Flying Jelly sub. There are 4 there, and then that box below it, again, it was another thing that was returned to me that has the same set in it. There's a Technic set down there. Not much Technic here. I think that's the only one. But more Friends. And actually I realized that small Friends set, there's a huge pile down there, so it should have moved. Some superhero stuff, some Lego Batman movie, just some Marvel. And then Unikitty, a couple of sets there. There's 3 copies of this City Plane. It's the Mountain River Heist. It's got a police plane and some other stuff. A couple of exosuits, some brickheads. A bunch of elves sets. I forgot I had these. A whole pile of this Emily Jones and the Eagle Getaway. 41190, a whole pile of those. And then 1 or 2 of these other ones over here. Dimensions Gimli, 3 of those down there. City and Minecraft. Superhero Girls here, a bunch of that stuff. And then of course some of these Lego flower sets, got 6 of those. Here's some Creator 3-in-1s. A couple of 3 cars, and then the modular skate house. Some of these extra base plates that don't have studs, or only have studs in a couple of places, and then they're like scenes, and like this one's a road one. It's like a different version of a road plate. It's got trees and stuff in the pictures. It's just weird. I pulled out another classic set, the 10704, 900 pieces. I can't even remember if that's the same one I already have a bunch of. Bunch of minifigures here that are from probably 3 or 4 different lines. I see there's like the Lego Movie in there. There is Disney, Harry Potter. So there's a lot of stuff. And then a Jedi Starfighter, probably from a advent calendar. I got the NASA Apollo 11 lunar lander, and then there was the promo gift with that, and then also I got this patch at the same time for buying it, so that's kind of a neat little thing. There's one of the versions of the Lego store, and now we're going to run into a category. This is some more used stuff. Goes with the used that I had yesterday that I had purchased, made one big purchase of. So we get the Hoth Rebel base there, an X-Wing fighter, a Jedi Starfighter with hyperdrive booster ring. Over here, this is a Red 5 X-Wing that I bought off eBay, and they put the instructions on this Star Wars R2-D2 flash drive, so that's kind of a neat thing. And then over here I've also got the Naboo N1 Starfighter with Ultra Droid, and then a B-Wing fighter. Up on top of the table I've got some instructions for sets, and then these are these sticker books, I think, for the Lego Movie 2. I've also got a bunch of architecture stuff here. I just kind of kept stacking it vertically because it worked out pretty well. There is a sealed case of the Lego minifigures, the 6213829. It doesn't tell me on it which one it is, and I don't recall offhand. It looks like three of these advent calendar cases. They're good for sorting into. This is an interesting little thing. It's a set that the lug here made for sale at a aerial event. So it's a P-51 Mustang. So it's built in the bag that I built, and then there's instructions for it. These are sets of the Unikitty series. So I got a full set there. This one is missing a bunch. Down here, this one says it's missing none, so it's probably full now. This one's missing some, and then a bag of eyepieces that was given to me. And I got another little container here with some more minifigures. And then, do you remember these stickers when they were sending these with the Lego orders? I noticed that some of these stickers were very common, the colors, like the red and the green, and then like the blue and the yellow were a lot less common. I don't think I got many of those. So that was kind of neat. And now we're going to shift over here. So I've spoken about this before. I don't know if I've done it on the YouTube channel or if it's been in Discord chat or what, but this is a Buzz Lightyear clock. And he seems to work. I mean, he pulled out of the box. He had the right time. But he's only got one wing. And I have this feeling I'm never going to find the other wing. So if anybody ever knows about anybody who has a spare Buzz Lightyear wing, I might be interested. So we got some Mixels and some other like pod type sets here. There's the Darth Vader pod, and then there's a Chick one and a Friends one. I got this. I think it was at a thrift store. It's a non-Lego Bricks. It's a Philadelphia Eagles player. It's really cheesy. I would probably give those away at this point. Some Friends poly bags. There's probably a couple of different ones, but maybe not yet. There's this one here, and then this one here, and there could be, yeah, there's a different one here. So there's at least 2 or 3 different ones in there, probably more. More Mixels. More poly bags, more poly bags, more poly bags. I like poly bags. They're kind of neat. Then we're going to come over here. Back here I've got some Chima pocket folders, some book, and then a Chima luggage tag. Just some weird stuff. Some magnets, Darth Vader and Yoda. Those are kind of neat. Got 5 each of those. This set is still sealed. 31042. Don't know what it's called because it doesn't give me the name on it, because this was bought a couple of years ago, pre-pandemic, probably 2018. And the interesting thing about it is that they peeled the sticker that was on it off the back trying to get to the barcode, and then they were just ruining the box. But it's got text on it here in all these other languages, which is not common for the States. There's no part count. And I got that at Target. And I think what happened is somebody probably returned it and maybe had a receipt for it or something like that. They returned it and it got put on their shelves, but when I went to buy it, it didn't come up with anything. So I had to jump through some hoops to be able to buy it, and I think I paid $9-10 for it or something like that. Over here, there's a couple of used sets. An old Throwbots with the box. That's kind of uncommon. The Duplo set that I believe is complete, but just the box is open. There's an Overwatch set, a couple of the Lego Movie 2, or the Lego Movie Batman mugs. And then this is one of my favorite items that I happen to find somewhere. I think I got this at a thrift store. It's a sealed box with 3 space sets in it. So 6469, and each of those boxes I think also have set number 6469 because I've run into those before. So that's a really cool item, and that's still sealed, and I will probably keep that at this point. It was for sale at one point, but nobody bought it because I was probably asking for too much for it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video, and then we're going to go outside and look at the totes. Well, I tried to pause it. It didn't seem to work. Well, we'll just walk out. I have no idea why I'm not able to pause it. I've done it before. I will probably finish this up and find out that something didn't work at all, and I'll have to record the whole thing over again. So here you'll see empty totes that I emptied that had all that stuff and the stuff previously in it. There was also 4 larger totes, but I've stored those elsewhere. And then, so this pile of totes here is not Lego, okay? But those boxes in behind are Lego, as is that tall box. This purple suitcase, you'll probably remember these from an old video where I got this stuff. These totes here are clearly Lego, and the one on the bottom. There's a big box down in there. There's some more boxes and things down through here. The Droid Invention System, or Robotics Invention System, that's in there. There's these boxes over here. Those have Lego. There's 4 of those, and they're pretty large. Actually, there's at least one more over there on a corner. And then these 5 gray totes, and then these 45 other dark purple totes all have loose Lego in them. This was stuff I bought in January of 2020. Just tote after tote of loose. Now these weren't in these totes. I put them in there. Originally these were in boxes. And it's kind of a funny story. The guy tells me that, he originally found these boxes. They were kind of smallish, so they weren't going to get too heavy. And he thought they were great. And they had handholds, so like easy to carry. But then he wasn't thinking, because you could only fill them so high with Lego, and then the handholds they'll leak out. So these boxes were crushing in on themselves and stuff. They were in horrible shape. So I bought totes and transferred everything into them. But that's the pile that will eventually have to head down into the basement. My car is not in the garage at the moment, as you can imagine. So yeah, there are 45 of those deep purple ones. There's those 5 gray ones, 3 clear ones, and the other one there, and then a bunch of cardboard boxes and other boxes, which we will be putting into these totes over here to get them to be more uniform. And then that will all end up going into the basement, into the crouch space as my deep storage. And that is the end of the video. Thank you.